Man, I really need to pull my finger out. 10 months since the last episode. So, welcome to the latest episode of What's on the Bench, where, fun enough, we're going to look at what's on the bench. First off, we've got the newest addition to my RC collection, the awesome 1/6 scale Rock Hobby Jeep. Now, I just did a review of this the other day. If you haven't seen it, I'll put a link in the description. Absolutely love this thing, you know, for like, what, $320, $330, whatever it is, for a 1/6 scale rig that, you know, can actually crawl. And it's got massive potential. You know, I think this thing is just an absolute bargain. But the major problem with this was the slipper clutch. So really easy fix. Lift your body up, and then just off your gearbox, you've got the adjustable nut here for the slipper. Basically, I just crank it up until tomorrow, and yeah, now it doesn't slip at all, so that's that sorted. You can see everything's looking a bit crusty. I did take it to the beach after I did the slipper clutch, and yeah, I got a little bit seawatery and sandy. So I wasn't a massive fan of the stock wheels and tyres either, so I've gone for these Endura deep dish steel wheels. I've actually fitted wheel weights to them as well. I think I've added about 60 or 70 grams per wheel just in wheel weights, and then obviously you've got the weight of the steel wheel, and then I've gone for these Endura, I think they're the King Trekker tyres. You know, pretty decent tyre, nice and soft. They got a lot of squish to them, to be fair, but they were nice and grippy on the rocks and everything, did really well, much better than the stock tyres. You can also see I've got a little bit more flex and a bit more movement there. All I've done is just wound the spring collars up all the way, so the spring was originally down about here, which made it quite stiff. Winding the collars up all the way, then obviously you've just got a bit more, you know, it just compresses a little bit easier, so it just gives you a bit more flex and a bit more suspension movement. It does also lower the ride height as well, so stock it was probably kind of like up here, and now it just sits a little bit lower. With the bump stops and the suspension, it doesn't actually hit the tyres even on full flex. So yeah, you know, it actually works pretty well. I know a lot of people change the shocks, or, you know, some people remove the inner rings on the shocks so that, you know, you've got a bit more movement. But I've found since just, you know, winding the spring collar up all the way, you know, it definitely just moves a little bit easier and doesn't seem so kind of bindy. I'll chuck in some footage of when it was running at the beach, and yeah, it was just so much nicer with that change of just, you know, that bit of movement. So that was really, really cool. I already put my driver in there on the review video, but I've also just got some of these bags and accessories in there, which I just got off AliExpress. It was like $10 for 4 bags, which, you know, I've stuck like 3 of them in the rear bed and then 1 attached to the jerry can on the back. Just gives it a bit more of that kind of like scale look, you know, having loads of stuff on the actual rig itself, so that's really cool. The other thing I've done as well is I chucked in one of these 35 kilogram steering servos. I'm not quite sure you meant to say it, 9mod or Gmod or wherever you say, I don't know. But basically got them off AliExpress. They had a sale on recently. I think they were like $13 or $18 or something ridiculous for a 35 kilogram metal waterproof steering servo, which is just bonkers. So yeah, I chucked one of these in there. It's definitely better than the stock steering servo, but you know, it's not as good as I was hoping it was going to be. So you can see we've got a bit more power now, even with the grippy tyres on there. And if I just lift it up, yes, it is definitely much faster than the stock one. The stock one was more kind of like, it was quite slow, you know, whereas this one definitely much more speed. So yeah, it's definitely made it a bit better, but I think, you know, I did pick up one of the 55 kilogram steering servos, so maybe I'll chuck that in there and give that a try instead, see if that's any better. And I did also want to change the figure and change the head on the figure, because I did actually pick myself up an Arnie head, but unfortunately the where he attaches to the body is a slightly different design, so I have ordered a different body that this head can actually go on. So yeah, hopefully we'll be getting Arnie in there soon, and I might chuck another passenger in there and stuff like that. For now, for Arnie, it's get to the chopper. Wrong film, sorry. I'll be back. If you are enjoying the video, then give it a like and consider subscribing. Arnie's watching you. I want to get like a roll cage or something in there, another passenger, like I said, and then some more accessories. You can never have enough accessories, can you? Let's be honest, especially if you're me. On the mini crawler side, we've got a few things coming up as well. We've got the new Endura Mud Paws, really small 52 by 19mm tyre, so, you know, ideal for like a really small kind of scale, 1/24 scale rig. So I'm thinking about sticking them on the Power Wagon. It's been pretty dry recently, which is unusual for Wales, so we're probably not going to have a lot of mud. So we're probably not going to have a lot of mud to try them in, but we can give them a try on the rocks. We can try them on the trail and just, you know, see how they perform. If we can find some mud, sweet. But yeah, so that'll be coming up on the channel soon. So stay tuned for that. I've also got some upgrades coming up for the brushless Hobby Plus CR18P Evo Pro, which this thing is absolutely fantastic. You know, if you basically all you're looking for is performance in a mini crawler, this is the best value and best performing mini crawler you can buy, in my opinion. I got this for $200. And yeah, it just destroys everything, to be honest. You know, fewer tech electronics, low center of gravity, really nice setup, adjustable shocks and everything, adjustable mounting positions, just absolute machine. I've got an RC all-wheel drive build coming up for this, where we're going to have, you know, metal axles, links, drive shafts, the whole shebang. So this thing's going to get an upgrade soon. I did also pick up the 2 sets of the new DJ Crawler tyres with their silicone inserts, which if you look on this packet here, these ones are meant to be the 74 by 28mm, the DJ1345. You probably can't see because of the light, and I can't bother to open the bags, I might send them back. They've actually sent me the 70mm DJ1347, which is what these are. So they've sent me 2 of the same tyre, so a bit annoying, to be honest, but I'm going to be getting these fitted on this as well, so we can give them a try, because, you know, it's a big 1.3 inch tyre, so it'll go really well on the Endura 1.3 inch aluminium wheels that we'll be running on the CR18P. So stay tuned, that's going to be coming on the channel soon as well. And the last thing on the bench for today, which, to be fair, I got a lot of projects on the go at the moment, and I appreciate I'm probably not the best at starting and finishing a project, but this is one I've wanted to do for ages. So I picked this up at SST last September, so that's how long I've had it for. It's basically a new bright Discovery body on a bit of an abomination of a chassis. So the body just kind of lifts off. And yeah, it's on this chassis, which, if I remember correctly, is a bit of a mixture. You've got some of you will probably recognise it. I think it's got like a slightly cheaper brand axles. They look similar to Red Cat, but they're not. I can't for the life of me remember what brand they are. Then I'm pretty sure it's got a different front-mounted gearbox and stuff. And yeah, it's just a bit of an abomination. I bought it, I think it was like 120 quid, I think it was like $150. And I bought it off a guy at SST, and he was like, oh yeah, it all works and everything. And I was like, oh, okay, right, took a chance on it. And yeah, it's awful. It's running these brushless electronics, which is from like a FTX basher, basically, which is just horrific. And yeah, I think all the bearings are gone in it. You can see it's a little bit crusty in places. And yeah, I just need to rebuild it. So this thing's going to be getting a complete strip down. I'm going to try and work with, you know, the axles and everything. I mean, there's a prime example that we've got wood screws holding in the shock towers. And yeah, we've got a nice snapped wood screw over here. So yeah, it needs some TLC, you know, chopped chassis rail on the front, and it's just, yeah. I just wanted it for the body, basically. I saw the body and I was like, yeah, I need that body. It's pretty butchered, the body, as well, to be fair. Yeah, but obviously, that's what people got to do to make it fit. I basically need to do some modifications to it, do a magnet mount or something like that so it mounts up nicely, get a driver in there, which was probably going to be Rick Grimes, make a metal battery tray for the back so they can actually get a battery in there, and yeah, just beef up the body a bit so, you know, it's not going to fall apart as soon as I roll it over in the first time. But yeah, so that's going to be coming to the channel soon. I appreciate I haven't even finished the 1/10 scale LC80 build. I haven't forgotten about it. I have been collecting parts. I've picked up like a winch bumper and a ladder for the back and stuff like that. Still need to sort an interior. It is still happening, but I do tend to get shiny object syndrome and kind of be like, ooh, look, something really cool to do instead. So yeah, bear with me on the LC80. It is still happening. We'll also have the budget build coming up soon for the FCX18 LC80, the 1/18th scale from FMS. And I'll be doing a budget build on the SCX24 Power Wagon. You know, hopefully we can transform this thing and actually get it to perform, because it was pretty rubbish out of the box. And I will be doing a budget build on the FCX24 as well. And obviously we'll have like new releases coming up and stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel. We've got plenty more coming. I want to try and get a lot more of my builds done this year, because I was so busy last year with just like new releases and stuff like that. I haven't had a chance to do any of the things I wanted to do, like, you know, the Discovery. And one thing I really, really want to do is my TRX8 truck build, which that's going to be the start, and then hopefully it will come a TRX10. So yeah, No details on that one yet. That one is something that I've been wanting to do for ages. I've been collecting parts. That's going to be coming soon. Hopefully that's going to be the best rig I've ever built. But yeah, so stay tuned to the channel if you're interested in seeing these types of things. Hopefully going to be lots more What's on the Bench videos coming up as we work through all the different rigs and stuff like that. Loads more tyre reviews, obviously new releases, stuff like that. So yeah, stay tuned to the channel. Subscribe if you're not already subscribed. Smash the notification bell and give us a like if you enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.